So it has obviously been a while since we last played, so just as a little bit of a primer, you guys managed to rescue the Zygerian Queen, and you were on your way to take her back um, to your shuttle because she knows where the gold is. But there was a bit of a complication in the fact that the Empire has caught up to you, and we're basically blockading the Typhoon, and after thoroughly obliterating a character who was supposed to be a major villain, um, then yeah, because I mean, good God, Jackal, it just fucking murderized him. Um, the Imperials, you eventually drove them back. The Inquisitor who was with the group, she was trying to make her get away, and Harvester, true to form, his obsessive desire to kill, very unbecoming of a Jedi. Um, he tried jumping onto the LAAT that she was escaping on, and her response was just to chuckle a bit, kick him in the face, and he fell and blacked out. Um, so we're picking up right where we left off, where you guys um, are all like in the immediate aftermath of Harvester falling and then falling unconscious. You obviously have a chance to, get aboard your ship, get the hell away from Zygeria, and kind of figure out your next move.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
so what do you guys do?
Laugh at Harvester for one.
Good place to start.
Well, he's unconscious right now, so he wouldn't hear you.
So you're
Although-
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, even more reason to laugh at him as we drag his unconscious body back into our ship.
Do you see him jump? Lolo. So I see
No, this
two groups
basically. No, here's the thing. This
I
is
see
this is
two
one.
groups of clone troopers there. Are those still alive or what?
This is Harvester falling, by the way.
I love it.
The GIF
Oh,
I
boy.
posted. Falling in slow mo to yeah. But anyway, in terms of the clones, these guys are all, like I said, they're marked. They're red icons for
Done for.
dead. Yeah. D for done for.
Not coming back.
Yep. So, yeah. So you guys are all piling aboard your ship. As a reminder, so obviously there's kind of this brief intermission. Uh, Somebody's mic is all weird and appears to be Ninja's.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounded like you had like an AC or something in the background. But anyway, okay. So you guys all, I mean, you obviously have this moment to escape. So, well, assuming you do so, um, so first of all, as a reminder, because this was how we brought in Sims and Hammond, is that they had rescued that Twi'lek slave, um, and
Right.
obviously in the current absence of your lead, I'll remind you guys that if you want, you could always, go drop her off.
Um, yeah, it may be a good thing, so we can just, give a little time to lay low before we.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. I need to reset the Destiny pool. Um, but I will actually say, because I almost forgot. So something as you guys are to add a little bit of potential uh, conflict to the mix. When you have escaped Zygeria, you are actually, I would say, Trenimer as, essentially as a former Jedi Knight, Jedi General. Lunchbox actually approaches you, and he basically tells you that well, first of all, he apologizes for, like not being able to really do anything because he says like, the Empire was jamming our comms and we had to stay locked up to maintain the illusion that nobody was home, so to speak. but what he tells you is, I gotta find it in my notes. Is that you guys actually, while the ship was in port, you did actually get a transmission from Yaas the Hutt, and
Okay.
that transmission basically is saying that regarding the favor you owe him, he's calling it in. So he's telling you to return to Nal Hutta ASAP. So whether you
Of
want
course he
to,
is.
whether you want to, to try to see if you could quickly drop off the slave first, or just go straight to Nal Hutta and then deal with her later, that is a decision you're gonna have to make.
What if we just don't help the hut?
Do you really want to bring the wrath of a Hutt down on you?
We have the
That's a-
Empire after us, and it's going badly for them. So
That's
You know
really
what?
bad for your health, dude.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'd rather have less people who are out to kill us at this moment, man. I think that'd be. If we could just help him at this point. See what he wants.
that's
So
fair.
Let's not make two waves. We've already crafted the pool, and let's not make it
yeah,
worse.
I mean, and at Harvester, it's funny you're saying that, like, oh, it's going badly for the Empire. Look at your health and strain.
Oh yeah, but look at the piles of corpses.
Yeah, true. And I also realized that Jackal fell unconscious as well, so there's obviously going to be some medical attention going on soon. But what I will suggest to you guys is, if you want to
Yeah.
try to be quick, you could do 2 separate astrogation rolls. One to go from from Zygeria to Ryloth, and then from Ryloth to Nal Hutta, if you want.
Is that where the Twi'lek needs to go?
The Twi'lek is from Ryloth, yes. Whereas Yaas the Hutt is on Nal
Okay.
Hutta.
Well, I think those two are really close together, so let's do that.
Oh, they are?
I don't know.
Fair
I
enough.
really
Well,
don't know, actually.
fair enough. Because I swear Ryloth was close
Let's
to, like,
see.
Geonosis and all that.
No, Hutta is over here.
Oh yeah, let's check the galaxy map. That actually makes a lot of sense.
That's why it's there.
Yeah, so Ryloth is down here, which, like
Okay.
I said, is by, like, Geonosis and stuff.
Yeah.
And Nal
And
Hutta,
where are we now? Where are we
you
now?
are at
Over here?
Zygeria.
Which is?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to find it on the map. Zygeria.
Look at the map.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. So, oh god, where is so many fucking planets? Nal Hutta. Oh, I'm trying to find Nal Hutta first, because yeah, here it is. So Nal Hutta's right here. Ryloth is here, so they are pretty close to each other in terms of sectors. And I'm trying to still find Zygeria, because I didn't move the ship token based on your last destination. If anybody
I'm looking.
finds it. Oh, here it is. I found it. Zygeria's right there.
Yep.
So
Oh, look at that. It's on
technically,
the way.
yeah, technically Nal Hutta is closer if you want to go there first. But I was just saying, so you can actually offload your passenger and, get paid for it, or at least the 2 clones would. You could potentially, especially because, I mean, I will point out, you don't necessarily know what Yaas's favor is yet. Like, you don't know where he's going to send you, or like what he's going to have you do.
Yeah.
But even despite that, we could still be, we can still drop off the Twi'lek after we get our, after we have to do the favor, unless he wants to, fight a rancor like on the spot. But I doubt that.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, is the plan to go to Nalhutta first, or to try to quickly drop off the little Twi'lek girl and, then resolve that loose end?
I think that would be the best. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be
Yeah.
2 astrogation rolls. What I'm going to have it be is, so because you're like 3 sectors away, like, because Zygaria is, just a reminder, is up here.
Mhm.
Ryloth is all the way down here. Because that's 3 sectors, I'm going to say that is a, well, approximately 3 sectors. That is going to be a 3 purple astrogation for whoever wants to make it.
No, I
Who is
don't
our
want to work.
astrogator?
Well,
Is what?
we have a computer, I do believe, right?
Uh,
That has four greens, but
no, you're thinking of Red's game.
oh,
Your shuttle has no such thing. So it would basically
okay.
fall on the astrogation of one of the PCs, which I believe, Mel, you've got 6 in 6 greens.
6.
Potshot has 5. Or no, Potshot has 4 intellect. I was looking at Potshot's agility. I guess Mel, if you want to do it, you can. And if anybody would like to assist Mel, that is also possible.
Yep, I will be assisting.
Okay, so Mel, you add a boost. It is
You
a
get
3
a blue.
purple. Yep, it is a 3 purple astrogation check.
Yep.
So
Let me double check my talents. Would my intense focus maneuver apply here? Or
technically
is that more
no, because if it's a maneuver, that's something you do in combat. Like maneuvers and
Yeah,
actions are specifically
that's
like
what I
combat
thought.
terms. So
Okay. Yep, I just wanted to check.
it's all good.
So I'm just rolling 6 green.
Okay. Well, 6, yeah, add a
Oh,
boost. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me check the cheat sheet, for if possible. I mean, advantages I think would just speed up.
Can you make that public maybe? Because right now
yeah,
it's set to.
I forgot to change it over from when I was GMing, so it should have
Yeah.
been blind.
Okay,
That's fine.
so
Oh, okay.
yeah. Um,
Ooh.
so astrogation, I believe advantages just speed up the
Mm-hmm.
travel time. So,
Yep.
yeah. So I would
Yep.
say you could get there, um, if it's like, let's see. So Zygaria is there. I'm just looking at the map. Yeah, see, Morty, I am looking at the map. So I'll say you could probably shave off like what would be a 3-day travel into maybe like a day. Um, and also in that time, you would recover all of your wounds and strain.
Good.
Nice.
And um, so yeah, all right. So you can
Oh,
so basically,
and and sorry. Also, while we're doing this, can you maybe heal my critical wound? Because I've got one. I know it's only 1 purple, but still.
yeah, I'll have Potshot trade it. So let's see. So
Oh, Potshot's the medic.
yeah, Potshot's the
Need a
medic.
lot of medical treatment going on
Okay.
all
So
around.
let's see. And because Potshot has a bunch of like tools and stuff, so let's see. The anti-shock blanket. Okay, no, it's just 1 purple. So okay, so medicine. 1 purple. Oh my.
Nice. That's
So,
great.
triumph advantages. I mean, if you only have 1 crit. Did anybody
Yep.
else have any crits?
Uh, it got a lot of problems. One of them being a crit.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm good.
So let me check what harvesters. Agonizing wound.
wounds,
Okay,
2
so
severity.
so what I'll say is that'll give Potshot an upgrade to treat your crit. Which, by the way, recover all your wounds and strain. I just need Potshot to treat the crit. So I will roll. I'm behalf of Hotshot because Dax is not here. So upgrade ability and roll. There you go. So your crit is gone.
Cool.
Pardon. So
Could you close my sheet? Because I think it's not letting me change my
I don't have your
words
sheet
and
open.
string. Oh. Well,
Let me try. Hold on. Yeah, I mean it worked when I did it.
okay.
So, and I'll also remove your status effect. So, I also need to clear the initiative tracker. So, okay, so yeah, you guys make it to Ryloth, and I would say that Hammond, that you and Sims, courtesy of being, I mean, obviously being tasked with this mission originally, you know exactly where to drop the girl off. So you can take, I mean, I'll just kind of speed through it. That, you know, you take, what's her face? I had a name for it. Let me just double check. You take, hold on, I got a fucking Facebook notification. I gotta turn that shit off. Um, Riona, Gecko Riona, you take her back to her father, who is overjoyed to have his daughter back, and in recognition of your, you know, your efforts, he is going to pay you and Sims each 5,000 credits.
Ooh. Okay. Um. Hammond, what kind of Hammond? You wouldn't react much in the moment, but after receiving the money, you can kind of hear him like go like, ooh. In his mind, he's like, I'm gonna do a lot of stupid shit with this.
So, and yeah, I gave you pretty significant sum, courtesy of the fact that, you know, as a sort of later rival, everybody else has been paid, you know, over the course of the game. So just to kind of bring you up to speed a little bit.
Dang.
So yeah, you drop, you know, Gekka off with her father, and you know she and her dad bid you guys farewell. And now, after doing that, well, I mean, well, first I'll ask. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, I can't imagine you have many things to do aside from obligatory Marty joke about hooking up with Twi'leks. But is there anything you guys want to do while you're on Ryloth, or do you want to just go to Nalhada?
I think we're good to. I mean, unless Trinamar wants to, but
It's not the Jedi way. I'm no Jedi.
Well, no. The Jedi way is not to have any attachments. We are encouraged to love.
Apparently, Shio became force sensitive.
As you can see, and you know, Tranimer strokes his horns. I am always the
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
oh, sorry, I'm playing the wrong character.
Yeah, no shit. So, all right. So, Galaxy Map. Okay, so I need you to do another astrogation check. Mel, the difficulty is this time going to be 2 purple. But is
Mel,
otherwise the same dice
if you
pool.
enjoy that, I had a character that I played like that like literally all the time.
oh god.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah. That's a 2 purple
Okay.
astrogation check, and if Trenimer is assisting you, you do get a boost.
Great.
Yep, I will. I mean,
Um,
yeah. What am I gonna do? Nope, all by yourself. That would be weird.
Okay. So you can once more, you know, cut down the travel time, I would say, to maybe like half a day. Um, to
Okay.
get from Ryloth to Nelhutta. And as a reminder, I mean, you do obviously have the coordinates to like the settlement in on Nelhada that is like Yaas's little town. So you make your way there. You touch down in the spaceport, make your way up to his palace, and the obviously he's there on his throne, surrounded by his guards, and basically says in Huddy, he's like, I was wondering when you would show up. Um, and do you guys say anything in response to that, or do you let him speak?
Hello, mighty hut.
So,
Yeah, it's good to see you again. Yes. How you
so
been?
uh, he says, he hasn't been doing especially well because a bit of an issue in it, like there's been an issue with his enterprise that he needs resolved, and he figured that you would be just the crew for it. So what he explains to you is that as he said to Lunchbox, that like well, he didn't actually say it to Lunchbox, but like basically the favor is his right hand man, like basically the sort of in terms of the face of his like public dealings, because obviously like he doesn't go on like drug deals and stuff personally. He just like he has somebody go out on his behalf. That
Mm-hmm.
guy is his right hand man, a Deveronian named Cassavir Durin, which I will paste that in the game notes.
Thank you, Tha.
So, and he explains that Cassavir was set up by the Empire, and he was taken prisoner because an Imperial agent posing as a dealer captured him and sent him to prison. And he says that the objective is to break Cassavir out of jail alive if possible, at which point he'll also pay you a hefty 25,000 credits for doing so as a bonus. But if that isn't possible, then killing him is a priority so he doesn't crack under pressure and like spill the beans on any of Yas's operations. And if you have to kill Casimir, he wants proof that he's dead if you wind up having to kill him. And he says that, either way, like by doing this, then, the favor that you owe me is considered resolved.
So we either rescue your right hand man or we
Oh, we
kill
kill
him.
him.
He said, yeah, he says yes. I mean, obviously it's more ideal if for both of us if you rescue him, but if rescuing him is not possible, then kill him.
Define what? Define not possible.
I mean, if there's a situation where, yeah, I mean, he's getting like he's being taken away and you're not able to rescue him, or maybe even if he decided to, if he was sort of bribed by the Empire and turned against me, that sort of thing. Like
Understood.
if it's not possible to get him like able to get him and bring him back here, then kill him. But if it is possible, then rescue him.
Understood.
And he says that now the bad news, like there's good news and bad news. The bad news is that he doesn't know where the guy is being held. Um, but the good news is that he says that contacts of his on Ryloth, ironically enough, um, actually found out about a recently established Imperial intelligence outpost on the planet. He says that he doubts that Casimir is being held there, but it might be of interest to you. It might help you locate him.
Wow.
Also move the galaxy map because we're like done on Zygaria. So there's that he mentions all of that to you. Or I mean, if you have any other questions, you can ask them.
that's brutal, Yas.
What's
I mean,
brutal?
it is. Okay, I guess. I mean, it's going to suck for him, but I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Well, I mean, if anybody else has
Um,
anything to say, you can ask. But
do you know anything about this outpost that was supposedly constructed on Ryloth, or just that you heard that rumor?
he says that all he knows is that it's there and where it is, and he says he'll give you that information, and then he gestures to his droid, like he has like a protocol droid, kind of like Jabba had in the Clone Wars, that like the droid like waddles over to you and to you, Mel, and hands you like a little data chip containing the coordinates. Um, so he knows that the outpost is there and where it is, but he otherwise doesn't have any information on like personnel count or schematics or anything of that sort.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take. I'm going to have 2 strain on Trenor because despite the fact, despite the fact that you know, despite the fact that essentially he's not a Jedi anymore. Um, still trying to follow the Force, uh, in Jedi teachings.
Like he's still trying to be a good person, like try to be noble even if
Yes.
he doesn't agree with the Jedi. Okay.
No, even though the Jedi don't exist anymore.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, he did go AWOL, so
Yes. Yep. Yes, he did.
I mean, he abandoned it because if memory serves, I mean, he was just disillusioned with how like the Jedi as an order have lost their way, but that doesn't mean that Trenimer himself has.
Correct. That is exactly it. And well, still trying to be a good person. And
Yeah, no. I mean, you're basically like you're
yeah,
you're the head side of the coin compared to Harvester, who is just like he just straight up like embraced the dark side, even though he just somehow hasn't fallen to the dark side yet.
it went straight. It went straight for the dark. Yeah.
Pretty much. He's like, finally, I don't have to pretend anymore.
Yeah.
That would explain why nothing's changed.
um. So.
Oh my God. This is, yeah, absolutely terrible. But yes.
So. Any other questions?
Where do babies
No,
come
but
from?
1 sec.
What was that, Hammond?
I'll be right back. My
Oh,
parents
okay.
are saying that they need to have a family
Okay.
meeting, and I hate this stuff.
Oh, good. By the way, I see you typing in game notes. Okay.
Oh.
So, all right. Okay. So he's stepping away. Um, my understanding, since nobody's exactly jumped up to do so, that there are no further questions.
Nope.
So,
Nope. We're
yeah, Yas basically says, then you better get going because no telling what Casavir's situation is right now. And he like gestures
yes.
towards the door.
Translation get lost.
I mean, he's a Hutt,
Yep.
yeah. So
Great. This
Hutts are
man.
not known for being tender and caring. So
No, they're not.
Masterful wordsmiths. You could make a rock shed tears on the best day.
yeah.
A rock shed tears. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. That is awesome.
So anywho, so all right. So you guys all fall back to the ship.
Mhm.
And I will
Yeah.
say, you know, given that you were just at Ryloth, you don't need to. Well, and that, and especially that you are not like under any kind of like time crunch, like trying to get there Well, actually, that is what. Are you trying to get there quickly?
Well, yeah, he's about to be interrogated, most likely, and the
Okay.
Empire doesn't have
Okay, then in that
rarely is
Yeah,
case,
subtle about that sort of thing.
yeah. All right. So in that case, Mel, then that's another 2 purple astrogation. Or
Yep.
actually, I'll say, given the circumstances, in this case, it'll actually be 3.
that makes sense. Then get the boost from Trinimer's help.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
Well, actually,
trusted person.
Trenimer, in
Yes,
this
you
case,
will.
I will say for you, are you going to be trying to meditate and kind of get some more insight about what's going on? Because depending on if you're doing that, you won't be able to
Considering the
assist.
fact that you're asking, I'm going to go meta and say, yes, I am.
Okay.
But only after the astrogation check.
Well, like I'm saying, like if you were,
Oh, come on.
yeah, you're right. Fair enough. It's not like we'd be taking you the whole trip. Okay, so yeah, then in that case, you do get the boost, Mel.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
So
What did you do?
she
I
failed.
failed.
Okay. Well, okay.
In that case, I would say with like the failure, but then also the advantages that it's probably going to, because originally I think I said it would take like what, like 3 days to go from
Hold on.
Ryloth to.
Hold on. I'm going to correct
Oh,
something. You rolled one purple too many because
N-
I heard him say a 2 purple.
But I corrected myself. I said that given the circumstances, I backpedaled on that and said that.
No,
Um,
boo. Okay.
so yes, because like given the urgency of what you were trying to do, um, you
That
know,
doesn't mean it's more difficult. It just means that you get one or two setbacks.
that's true. So in that case, um, I won't count the last purple, but roll me a setback. Unless you have something to negate setbacks.
I do have the natural programmer talent, but I think I'll save that in case we need to hack something and I
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
mess
a
up.
good call.
Yep.
But you don't. Do you have anything that removes setbacks from astrogation?
I don't believe so. That
No.
doesn't apply.
Okay. Well, if that isn't the
Is there
case,
anything I
then
can do to assist?
Hmm?
given that Trenimer is already assisting, no,
Okay.
because per raw, only one person can assist. Um. So, well, like I said, Mel, if you don't have anything, then just roll one setback.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, even if removing the last purple, which was 2 failures, that would still be no successes.
Mhm.
Because basically, like there are 2 failures on that last one, so even if it was just one, it would just still be like no failures but no successes. So it's technically is still a fail.
Yeah, just be a
Um,
wash,
pretty
basically.
much, yeah. And because you didn't technically succeed, the advantages, well, actually, with the advantages still like decrease travel time if you fail the initial roll.
I forget which one it is. One is accuracy. That you come come out of hyperspace really close to your destination, and the other one is time travel. And I always
Advantages
forget
are
which
travel
one is
time,
which.
so I think that's actually what you're fishing for in this case.
No, no. I actually would say that we end up way outside the system, and we have to do another. We need to make
Yeah,
one more
yeah,
hyperspace
no,
jump.
that tracks. So in
But
that
we get
case,
there fast.
yeah, you'll get there within I'd say like maybe a day, like into that system. or in like that sector of space near Ryloth, but you are going to need to do another astrogation. This time I'll say it's just because you're really close, it'd be 1 purple with a setback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But otherwise it's the same roll. But I will say that Trenimer, while the travel is going, this
This time I
is
can't. This time I won't be able to assist because I'm meditating.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
So
So there's 1 difficulty, 1 setback. Yes.
oh my wow, that's a lot of successes.
I know, man. That's crazy.
So yeah, you get there like really fucking fast. Hold on. Oh.
We're happy by skipping.
All right. Well, sorry about that, Hammond. Yeah. Well, there he goes. But that's fine. We can still continue with 3. So, you do make it to Ryloth, and Tronimer, I already messaged you your little, snippet of meditation. So you make it to Ryloth. Like I said, Yaas's droid gave you the specific coordinates to the intelligence outpost. Um, so are you going to like what is your sort of game plan for like landing there? Like, are you going to try to land as close as you can to the outpost, or are you going to like, because just for those who don't know, Ryloth is like a rocky, American Southwest kind of planet.
Yep. Yes.
Um,
Yes, it is.
so I mean, it really just depends on like, do you want to try to land like near the facility and then like hike your way to it or something, or
I suspect actually that would be wise this
okay.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta refresh
It
the
allow
browser 'cause
it allows us to stay stealthy and all kinds of, you know, and to ascertain the situation.
yep. So, okay, if that is the case, what I'll do is I will um move you to this map once it loads for everybody.
Oh my, it is so
So,
tempting.
so yeah. So basically, um, and I would say that you definitely know that you're kind of getting warmer because like at one point you'll see like an Imperial new class like fly overhead and set down kind of in this area. Um, so the
Mm-hmm.
question is, so obviously you're going to have to climb it, which I'm going to say is going to be in athletics. Um, given the height and the terrain, I will say it is going to be 3 purple with 1 setback. If anybody has any like climbing gear or any like other sort of abilities.
Well, where can I drop my character?
Well, I'm asking you where are you going to approach from? Because you're going to have to do the check either way, but I just want to know like what
I
direction
can't see the
everybody's.
map.
You can't. What?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
just a
see.
black map.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said global.
just the black square.
Whatever. How about now?
Yeah, that works.
There we go.
Sorry, I thought I had it set to global illumination where like, you know, everything except the like areas with walls are visible, but that was not the
Would
case.
you did okay, hold on. Oh. Do you want to turn it back off
Uh,
and
it's whatever.
and figure that out?
Nah, it's not a big deal. But anyway, so you know where like just the relative layout is. Like I said, the landing pad, the shuttle touchdown was here.
Okay.
So do you like basically just you can drag if you can drag your tokens, just drag to the general direction that you want to approach from.
we have an idea of like? Well, actually, would never mind. Scratch that.
So I'm here.
All right, you're approaching from down there. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that I mean, approaching from here, I don't think that would be smart. I just don't. I just don't think so. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're trying to be subtle about it, right?
Yeah.
Are these like tunnels, like
Well,
underground, or do they like
no. This is
overhang?
like this whole installation is above ground. Like basically these are two like plateaus. There's a big canyon here, and the facility has like bridges that extend. Like they're not like an open bridge, but sort of like tunnels that extend over the chasm.
Okay. What is this back here?
That would be like a fuel tank, sort of sort of the equivalent of like a generator or something like that, would power this base. And this kind of is like a basically like a backdoor area.
So is this hooked up directly to a generator or whatever, or is
Yeah,
this just like storage?
it's powering the facility or like fueling it or what have you.
Could kill the power, or like
Yeah.
blow that up as a distraction or something.
If it's powering the like the thingy, if we do that, we may cause ourselves a lot of issues.
How do you suppose?
Or I mean, you could just go there and see what see what's there.
That's true.
How about we don't resort to violence right away? How about we just stay stealthy and see what we can do?
My point exactly.
Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
does it look to have like automated security of any kind?
Well, like I said, you haven't actually made your way up there. Like you are below ground. You would need to actually climb up there
Okay.
and check.
We don't see like big turrets sticking off or
Yeah,
nothing.
you don't see any like turbo lasers or anything like that. But
It's a
yeah,
prison, not a military base.
it's not. No, it's not even a prison. It's just a like an intelligence outpost.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
So,
Yeah, and we
um,
may want to, I understand your thirst for freaking your lust for violence is, ringing in your ears, but let's try and be civil.
I can't hear you over the sound of my lust for violence ringing in my ears. What was that?
That's just lust, not just lust for violence. I,
that reminds me. I need to get my soundboard open in case any sheaf spins occur.
Oh my god.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen at some point.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. But so yeah, are you going to still approach based on what Harvester said about the generator? Are you still going to approach from the southwest, or are you going to go from the northwest?
hmm. Um. So, in other words, like crawl around. So crawl around. Godverdomme. What is this? No measurement. No, no. How do you get the measuring template?
If you click on the person icon, upper left, and then third
Oh,
down
yeah.
is
Yep. Okay. Got it. Got it. So you mean like this go over here and then from here go here?
well, what I was going to, I mean, or you could
It, it,
just
it,
instead. What?
No, but that's what I'm understanding. What the proposal is.
Well, what I was saying the proposal is that instead of going from this angle, you could go from this angle because it gives you more opportunities for sabotage. That's what Harvester was suggesting.
Okay. Just don't sabotage anything yet.
Yeah, no, we're going to be sabotaging them later, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe is the key word here.
Maybe. And Trenimer finally opens up and goes, I had a vision. The Force is telling me that we don't necessarily need to use violence. I don't know exactly when, but it might be now.
See,
Let's
the
just-
Force is telling me to use violence.
That's not the Force telling you that.
I think that's the wrong side of the Force, buddy. I don't know nothing about
Something's
being
in
a
my head
Jedi,
telling me
but
to do that.
Yeah, that's yourself. No violence. And I'm telling you beforehand, before you go all Palpatine on a bunch of Wookiees again.
you're just hearing like the sweet melody of Palpatine's voice telling you to
The sweet
down
melody
my
of
Padawan.
wailing widows.
The sweet melody of murder.
My God. The sweet melody of wailing widows. Ugh.
Screams of the damned.
And here I thought I wasn't playing World of Warcraft. The screams of the damned.
Oh my fuck. Okay. So you
All
are
right, let's-
yeah. So you're going this way instead?
Yes.
Okay.
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 So
Just. Oh, he's not here yet. How convenient.
who's not?
Archer.
Oh. Oh, he's not.
Archer's
Oh,
not on the map yet.
he's not on the map. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll move, and I know before I said
Surprise.
3 purple, but I think I'm gonna. That seems a little like harsh, so I'm gonna downgrade it to 2 purple, 1 setback for the athletics to free climb. Unless
Oh no.
unless somebody wants to flip a destiny point for like climbing gear.
No. So what did you say? Athletics?
Athletics, 2 purple, 1 setback.
This isn't going to go well for me.
I'm gonna flip the light side point to get climbing gear
Okay.
because I have very bad athleticism.
Okay.
Can you toss it to me when you're done with it?
Climbing gear. It doesn't outright say, according to the wiki, that it like makes a check easier, counts as the right tools for the job or whatever. So, I think you know I'll just say that it'll negate the need for a check. So,
Okay.
Trenimer free climbs, and then meanwhile there's Mel who's like ziplining up. And then Harvester, are you going to do a check or are you going to do something else?
There's a reason why I'm a technician. I failed all the athletics things I had to do in the equivalent of high school or trade school here in the Star Wars world.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a climber.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a not a mountaineer.
Gee, my fucking Iron Man suit ain't gonna help me with that, huh?
Your John Doom suit.
No, in fact, it's going to make it worse because you're heavier. You are.
Can you throw the climbing gear back down to me when you're done with it?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Well, let me see what it actually entails. Wires and clips that allow for climbing or rappel. So, I would say that you could probably set up like a zip line or something from the description of the gear. Let's see. Yeah, climbing gear, um, length of like cables and adhesion stuff. Yeah, so you could just set up like a basically like a zip line to actually rappel up and down.
Cool. Great.
So, all right. But Trenimer, I mean, he climbs up just fine and dandy. So, um, okay, so you get up and um, I would say in your guys' case, if you want to do a perception to see if you can spot any, like whether visually or audio, like spot any kind of hidden danger, you can. It would be 3 purple. Perception. So some or all can
Perception
attempt it.
check,
Let's see. Yeah, perception 3 purple. Okay, so Trenimer succeeds. L does not. And Harvester, do you
Oh
want to?
god. Oh, I thought I had worse. Okay. I mean, it still ain't gonna go well, but
Well, yeah, I guess it was the urge of violence in your ringing in your ears to that it was distracting you. But Trinimer luckily has his mind mind over matter focus kind of thing. So you actually do catch a glimpse and kind of hear like idle chatter, maybe like radio traffic of a pair of clones, like clone stormtroopers guarding this door. And given their post, given the situation that they're in, the local weather, like the howling, like dust storms and all that, they do not seem to have noticed you. So you do have the option of, um, ambushing them with a cool like a if we can go basically I'm saying go into initiative. You guys be rolling cool against their vigilance if you choose to engage them.
Your engagement, should you choose to do so.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
so
Hmm.
so so I
How
will.
deep is this chasm?
I know where that's going. By that I mean the clones. Um, it would be probably a fatal fall. So,
Okay.
let me just add everybody the initiative. So you guys are going to be rolling cool. They are rolling vigilance.
Cool.
Okay, now we just need Trinimer.
Get my
So
one
I'm
crash
rolling
of luck.
cool, right?
You are rolling cool. So,
check failed.
yeah, what I will say is, okay, so now starting initiative. So first is going to be obviously the clones. I'm going to have them um, roll a vigilance to see if they actually notice, notice you. It does now for this kind of thing for a group check. Is it like each person, like they roll for each person, or they roll for whoever's the highest or the lowest? Like I don't know how that goes.
A group check is kind of like a skill check. The entire group looks at okay, who has the highest skill and
Okay,
who has the highest
so it's the highest.
characteristics. Yes.
Okay, so it's the highest. So who has the highest stealth?
Well, I've got 2. I've
Okay.
got 2 stealth, but I've got 3. What is it? Cunning?
No, agility.
No, 3 agility.
Okay. So 2 yellows, 1 green.
I only have 3 greens.
Okay, 3 greens. So far, Trenimer's the
1
best.
yellow,
Harvest.
2
Oh,
green.
Okay, so
no, no, no.
Trenimer.
I've got 3 in stealth, but only 2 agility. So if we take
But you're still the
Emily's,
highest though.
yes,
Like Emily
and
also has 3 agility, but doesn't have any ranks of stealth. You have the highest overall.
yes,
Mhm.
so far.
So yeah. So
So
at
in
least
that case, we make a combined check: her agility and my stealth.
okay.
So
So
3 yellows.
okay, so 3 L's. Okay, so
Yeah.
that would make the clone's difficulty a total of 3 reds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let's see if they notice you.
Nope.
They didn't get a single positive result. That is funny.
They don't even notice each other.
um, so yeah, they are still ever so unaware. It is now a friendly PC slot.
I'll go.
Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
I like the sound of that.
I mean, there's
As
only one
clones
way
that
this thing
yeah,
could
there's only
go.
one this is going. So they are humans. They are still 1.
Can I
Okay.
assist with his check at all? So I have like the same.
You can always do an unassisted check, but which would give me a blue. But what that would look, what that would look like narratively, I really don't know.
So I have force move too. So I don't know.
Probably not as good as his
Okay.
though. So
Yeah. So I just mean like as an assist.
Yeah, but narratively, so difficulty would be what, 1 because they're silhouette 1.
yeah, but
Can
you
I
would
add
need
a
the
blue?
extra. Yeah, if you want to add a
Go
blue
ahead.
with Harvester assisting you, but I think that would count as his as a maneuver on his turn, right?
Would it?
No,
Oh,
an unskilled assist.
yeah. Like, does that like cost any of his actions on his turn?
No,
Oh, okay.
I've never counted it that way.
Okay, then I'll trust your judgment on it. So he can unskilled assist.
Seriously, you don't need to trust my judgment. This is where you go. This is where I'm telling you. I don't know. I've done it this way, but that's not in Raw. So
Well,
you can decide for yourself whether that costs him a maneuver or not.
I'll say it costs a maneuver. That I think that makes sense. But you can always
Okay.
take.
Never mind then. I think he's got this.
Okay, I'll take it off then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a
So-
maneuver is way more valuable than. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. How far away are they?
They would probably be, I'd say, maybe short range from you.
Okay. Because that means that okay, so I activate and I increase the silhouette. And how far
But
to have them hover?
don't you have to do the pip ability to throw multiple targets?
No, they're a single group.
True, but there are 2 of them in that group.
Yes.
I thought the power was like you have to use extra pips for like the hold on, it's magnitude.
If they would be, if they would be if they would be 2 rivals, I would say yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, but
But
for a minion, okay, never mind.
right? See
Yeah,
where I'm going?
yeah, I understand. Okay, so but
Because a
yes,
minion group really counts as one group.
okay,
So
fair enough.
as one object.
All right, so you managed to
Activate and then increase silhouette.
okay. So
And
and then you throw
how
them down
far is
there.
this?
That would be another like. Well, I would say it's probably the same range band. Like bottom line, you could throw them down there without any
Okay.
additional expense. So, like they cry out as they go dramatically plummeting to their deaths. So,
Splat.
yeah, there they go, and just like that, combat is over.
after Archer, after Harvester's laughter, Trenneman just looks over and goes like, "Really?"
High five. High
You,
five.
Trevor looks over. You need therapy.
I
You
take
just
no,
killed 2 guys.
I take no joy in this. Come on, let's move
Unlike you.
forward.
So, uh, now I will say, so you go to the door. You will notice that it is locked, which all eyes fall on Mel.
Yep. I will move up.
Um,
I was slightly staring off into space and not
yeah.
paying attention.
So, this door is locked. I will say for you it is because this is Imperial intelligence we're talking about. This is going to be um, a 3 purple with 1 setback. But I am going to flip to make one of those 3 purples a red.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh,
This makes sense.
so she's hacking it, right?
Well, she's trying to like unlock the door. Yes.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
slicing her way in.
Is there anything that can be done with a mechanics check to make that easier?
No, because it's not like, think of it like in terms of Alien, like heavy machinery versus Comtech. Like heavy machinery is for actually working with like mechanical stuff, whereas this is like software and digital hacking kind of thing. So
Okay.
Code breaker doesn't apply, but my bypass security does.
yes,
So I remove the setback.
yep, that's what it's there for.
I gotta grab something real quick. Be
All right,
right
cool.
back.
Master Slicer is another one of those that only applies in like combat, correct? 'Cause this is once per round in it.
That one I would think would actually like that could plausibly take into effect, like in this kind of situation because like keep in mind like a round is just an increment of time. Um, as my understanding of it.
Well, the way I would rule this is this is an encounter just that is really quick, so you can it's a single round because and then
Yeah, my thoughts
the
exactly.
slicing encounter ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that,
Nice.
does that make sense? I mean, that's how I would phrase it, so that you can
Yeah,
actually use
I
the
agree.
terminology as a round.
I agree.
Nice. So oh, my resolve doesn't apply because it's involuntarily. I'm giving myself this voluntarily. So 2 strain, and I remove a difficulty. So I'm at a
1 red, 1 purple.
yep. Um. Yep, I think that's all my equipment.
Ooh, just barely. Um, what would you like to do with the advantages?
Um.
Recover your strain.
Yeah, I'll use 2 to recover strain, and then would there be anything else that I would need to do with hacking the door?
Let me just check the cheat sheet, see what you can do.
So, so Cody, what did she actually do? I mean, she sliced the door. Okay, but what does it look like? Was it a terminal on the side? Was it the lock that that doesn't boom boom boom? Oh, yeah, I got it. Or is it run a bypass? What?
It would be so it's not like basically the door would probably have like a like a keypad on the side kind of deal. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically if the clones needed to open it, they would either use the password or like some sort of key. But I mean,
Right.
obviously you can't get that from them now. Um, so she's basically like like trying to hack into the system and like forge a code kind of deal. That's my understanding of it. So, or the way I'm
Yeah,
envisioning it. So
that's what I would do with the two remaining advantages, namely you enter your own code 1138.
Yeah. What I was going to
You get it.
suggest is based on the whole like 3 advantages like pseudo
I'm
triumph
back.
effect.
Sorry about that.
Is I was going to suggest that instead of using 2 advantages to heal strain, you use 1 advantage, but then you could use 3 advantages to conceal the slice, so nobody knows that you hacked the door.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. That's
Okay,
a really good
so
one.
you would only have healed 1 strain instead of 2.
Yep, that's fine.
But nobody knows that you sliced into the door. So, mark up that 1 strain, but the door is open.
Oh, just to be completely clear, I have my lightsaber like in my hand, ready to
Okay,
go.
in hand. All right, cool. You do not see any enemies in this space. So do you move in, and if so, do you go south or east?
Would we have an idea of like because we've all been around, like we've all been at an Imperial outpost before, probably. Will we have an idea of like a general like basic layout they usually do?
In this case, no, because the one Imperial base you have been in was that ISB outpost on Ord Mantell. This is an Imperial intelligence outpost on Ryloth, and because there is actually, here's the thing, there is actually a talent, which I think is known schematic, that actually lets you ascertain this kind of thing. But if you don't have it, then I would say by default that your characters would not have been familiar with this kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I unfortunately don't have the talent,
Okay.
but I was just curious.
Right. But yeah, in this case, no.
Okay.
So,
I guess well we should probably step inside, guys.
yep. So you go inside. Are you going south or east?
Okay, Trinity moves in. Oh, so there are walls. Huh. Indeed.
Yeah. If you need help, okay, there we go. Tronimer's in, or Harvester and Tronimer. Okay. So which way are you going? Like this way or the other way?
Let's go east. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, you
So
got
these
it.
doors, now that you're actually inside, they are unlocked, so you can just open this. There's nobody in this corridor. Um, and same as before, if you open this door, which you can do that as you see fit, there is nobody here. Um, there would be signage, like, because obviously, the whole thing of imperialization, in Star Wars lore is like once the Republic became the Empire, they overhauled everything. Like they like kept it kind of similar. Like for example, how the like Republic cog, was modified into the Imperial one. But
Right.
they fucking rewrote passwords and like computer code and stuff. At least they did in Legends. Um, to like completely change the Republic into an Empire, which I found kind of interesting.
Yep.
But anyway, the signage here, like these are basically like monitoring stations that you could go on. Like so, for example, like you could go into like this one, or whatever you want to do to, or I didn't pick like this one, etc. to see what is in there.
I'll look into the one that's
Okay.
directly in front of me.
So you go in, and obviously the door, like whooshes open and turns around. I'm gonna move your token for a sec, because you actually see, surprisingly enough, a very familiar face. Your old commanding officer.
Oh,
Like, she hears the door open and turns around and is absolutely has like a deer in the headlights stare when she sees you guys. Doesn't say anything though, does not sound an alarm, but is just like stunned to see you guys. Do you say or do anything, like move into the office or say anything to her or what have you?
What was her name? Sorry, man.
She
And I
was your
can't
former
click on it.
handler, Captain Cavanaugh.
Kavanaugh?
Yeah.
Okay. Captain Kavanaugh. What an unlikely location to see each other again.
And she says, my thoughts exactly. And are you all stepping into the office?
Let's take this a little bit more private, shall we? And
So yes.
Trenner moves in.
So
and
Harvester, are you going in as well?
Gestures at
Yeah.
Harvest and
So what she
Alright.
actually does is, so she will actually, basically, just like, like still, like not necessarily take an aggressive action, but will actually like press some buttons. The door shuts and the surveillance camera in the room shuts off. And she says to you, it's like, now with that addressed, you have my full attention. I am very interested in where you've been.
We have been around the galaxy to find something.
And she has a bit of a, like a sly grin, and she says, do tell.
Okay. Even though this is the worst location that we could possibly be talking about.
Well, like I said, she shut the door and she, like,
Yes.
turned off the cameras, so you're in complete
Yes.
privacy.
Yeah. Well, look, we've heard during the Clone Wars, when the Empire was still the Republic, we heard of a separatist ship carrying a load of Aurodium. We've been chasing it ever since.
And she
Okay,
has.
those were my cards. Your turn.
You're saying your turn is it like what she's been doing?
Yeah, no, I'm going. Those were my cards. Your turn.
Well, I know I get that. I'm just asking, like, is your turn asking her like what she's been up to?
Yes.
Well, she mentions that. Well, first of all, she has actually been, um, promoted to major, since you last saw her. So she has gone from Captain Cavanaugh to Major Cavanaugh, and she mentions that, um, your squad, after you disappeared on Nar Shaddaa, like after you were sent to Nar Shaddaa but did not report back in, um, you were initially, registered as killed in action, um, or at least missing in action. And in that time, I mean, thankfully, the Republic, then the Empire, didn't take action against me. But I was, like, basically kind of like how, and I'm saying this out of character, kind of like how Anakin's Admiral Yularen, like, he went from being a Republic Navy Admiral to Colonel of the ISB. Basically, she did the same thing. She went from being like a special operations brigade, like handler, like mission handler, to an Imperial intelligence agent. Like she basically did like a little bit of a career change once the Republic became the Empire.
Imperial intelligence. Most interesting. Quite a promotion. Major Kavanaugh.
And so, and what she says
Firing assholes.
is, so what she says is in terms of like, her interest lies with what you said about Aurodium, and she says, um, care to make a bit of an agreement? Or a deal, rather.
By all means.
She basically, what she
And
says to you, and I'll just kind of outline this in like meta speech, is she's saying that she'll actually, if you want like an asset within the Empire, i.e., herself, she will actually give you periodic intel whenever possible in exchange for a cut of the Aurodium if you find it. And she's saying that having an Imperial, like she sells herself by saying like having an Imperial intelligence officer on your side is a very valuable asset, and she can't necessarily be giving you guys constant intel in case the Empire figures out what she's up to. But she can give you crucial intel when you need it most.
so is this the beginning of an off the books intelligence network?
And she says, "Indeed, it would be. We worked together once before. We could do it again." And she offers you a hand to shake.
Despite this, and he shows his lightsaber.
And she says, the like, I'm just trying to figure the best parts. Like, basically, what she kind of gets at is that the alleged treason of the Jedi, isn't really her, her druthers, and especially the fact that you went AWOL before the Jedi supposedly committed treason. So you are, I mean, she says that she kind of considers you um, innocent, so to speak, in terms of like, if you left the Order before the Jedi betrayed the Republic, then she considers you out of the loop, and she has no issue working with you. And then she looks to
Okay.
Harvester, and she says that goes for you as well.
Cool.
So Cavano looks at you and says, "Are we in agreement then?"
Uh, brain is not functioning today. Yeah, I think that would work.
Yep. I would go for that.
And she says, "Excellent." And then what she does is she turns back around to her computer console, types in something, basically prints out a little like data chip and hands it to you, and basically says like, "This is my contact frequency, and all that." She says that, however, I can only assume that you didn't come all this way just to find me. Was there something else you were looking for other than the Aurodium?
Yes, we are looking for for the major domo of Yaas the Hutt. Yaas the
Okay.
Hutt.
So she says, like she's a little
And
baffled. She's like, "Why would you be?" Whatever. And says, what's his name? If he's in the Imperial uh, prison registry, then I should be able to find him.
okay, so Trenimer mentions the name, and what did she do? Did she start punching
Yeah.
away?
She starts checking, her data, and she eventually finds. She says that this Casimir Durin is on Wobani. He is located at Imperial Detention Center and Labor Camp LEG 817. Uh, According to prisoner records, he's located in cell block 641 in Camp A6.
Okay, where is that labor camp exactly?
Well,
Wobani?
yeah,
It's
Wobani.
Oh,
yeah, I know where it is.
It's a
Let
planet
me
from
see, because I
the
because
start of
I
Rogue
because
One.
I just saw it. Because I just saw it actually. It's yeah, it's right here.
I'll put that
It's
in game
either
notes.
here or here or here. Take your pick. And it's around here anyway,
It's here.
right? Okay. Okay. There you go.
So, yeah, Wobani is, I mean, it's obviously further away from you, but I mean, you do know where it
It's a
is.
yeah. It's a harsh labor planet.
Exactly. If you've seen Rogue One, it was the planet that Jyn Erso was on before she was busted out of jail. Like she was in a turbo tank, and
Okay.
then it stopped.
Yep, that's her.
And also, as a fun bit of trivia, Wobani
I
is
mean,
actually
that
an
was the
anagram
planet.
of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I recognize that in like 2 seconds. I was like, well, but oh yeah, yeah.
So, um, you know, yeah. So Kavanaugh, like she gives you the like gives you the information, like both that information as well as um uh, the whatchamacallit, the like the information of that, and as well as her contact info. Um, and yeah, yeah. So what do you say or do next?
Actually, I'm going back to the intelligence outpost. We got what we came for. We now have an ally in Imperial Intelligence, the beginning of a network. So, one green with the Uh, so, Trenimer asks her how this is a galaxy-wide reach, isn't it? She just
And
looked up something from that is like,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, it's like it is an Imperial network, and she has high level clearance, so she has
No,
good access.
the reason I'm asking is because there's actually rules for this
Oh, I did
for an
not know that.
intelligence. Yes. You know that 27-page PDF.
Uh,
That's a lot of
I've
pages.
which I have the 22-page PDF open.
Let me see here.
Those other 5
Advan-
pages, I'll tell you, you can't do this.
so the one is the one that's called advantages and threats.
Let me see if I can find it.
It's 27 pages.
Advantages and threat. Yeah. Page 27. You said.
No, I said it is 27 pages, but what I'm talking about is on page 4.
Let me see if I can
One,
find
two,
the.
three, 4, 5. It's on page 5 actually. Now, if you look there, you see contact scope and experience, right?
Oh, I'm
So
trying to
contact
find it.
scope.
I'm trying
Oh,
to find where it is in my files, and
oh,
I am. Where is?
just
Hold
use
on. I'm
everything.exe.
pulling it up. Um, but anyway, so we'll get to the rules for that in a sec, because I don't want to get bogged down on something that probably isn't really going to be like I'm interested in it, but
Okay,
I don't think it's going to really factor in that much, to be honest with you. But anyway,
fair.
so you do get that information, and is there anything you say or do on before leaving?
Uh, just shake her hand and I we we come in peace and I take my leave.
Yeah, and she says to you, good luck, Besh-One-Cherek.
Yep.
So
Does she want
It's
does she
not an
want some
ally.
of the Aurodium?
that's the whole reason why she
Yeah,
made the
okay.
deal with you, because she wants a cut of the gold if you find it. So, and in
Okay.
exchange, she'll give you
Then
intel.
we better find it. Then
Yeah.
we better go
Imperial
find
pensions,
Yep.
not great.
it.
So, um, so yeah, in terms of bad company parallels, you've now got Miss July giving you intel for the gold. So, uh, anyway, so I'll move your guys' tokens out of the room. And so are you falling back the way you came?
It was a quiet way, so yep,
Yep.
absolutely.
I
So,
don't think there's anything else to do here.
yeah. Unless,
Other than
of
killing
course,
people.
Harvester wants to go on a killing spree.
No, I need to go on a stealing spree though. I'm poor.
What the fuck?
I'm supposed to have
Why?
a big shiny vault here.
Well, I will say now, as you guys are moving there, you do actually, the door opens here just as a squad, like, some like clone patrols were, uh, heading out, and they see you, and they're like, "Hey, stop right there!" So I'll
And
say you.
You think we could talk our way out of this?
No.
Why not?
and Trenimer looks at Harvest and goes, "You had to say it, didn't you? You had to say it."
Cheeks, does you asshole?
I can't believe
Oh,
that
man.
Harvester of all people would want to try to negotiate. That strikes me as a little odd. Okay, so you guys are rolling vigilance, but the clones are as well. So
It's aggressive negotiations.
I mean, here's
That's
the
what it
thing,
is.
right? We're just walking along casually, you know, just like we're supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here, but do
But-
you know that?
except that you do not look at all like authorized personnel. 2 of you are Jedi, 2 of you are aliens.
These are clones, man. They call an
Oh.
alert when somebody doesn't report in for 20 seconds.
Exactly.
The worst
that
part
too.
they're racist clones. That's even worse.
They're Order 66 clones.
Yeah,
they will
and-
kill you. There's no
yeah.
negotiating out of this.
And not only
That's-
that, I find it funny the Harvester's like degrading them for being racist. He has like vegetable-related slurs for his enemies.
Well,
It-
that's based off of
It's very much
what
the
they're
pot
wearing.
calling the kettle black at this point.
No, it's not based on what you're wearing. You fucking called the mutants carrots because
Well, the
of
clones
their
are
heads.
onions because they. Well, I mean, yeah, but okay, yeah, we'll just kill them. Whoa.
I'm like, dude, you could have been an Inquisitor. Shut up.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
it's
we're missing
harvesting time.
Harvester's initiative, by the way, because we got Mel and Trenimer, but not
Oh, yeah.
Harvester.
What are we? Vigilance or cool? Or...
Vigilance.
Vigilance.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Look at that. All the PCs go first. So, yeah. All right, begin combat. Which PC would like to go first?
Dibs.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. I'm
you got
looking
your
forward to it. I got-
soundboard ready?
You betcha. All I need is a sheaf spin.
All right. You can't you rotate your little icon?
You
Isn't that something
can
you do?
actually. Yeah, if you hold control and scroll.
Oh. It's not very fast.
Yeah, it's not very fast, but I get the intent.
Oh.
So your maneuver is to get into engage range. Okay, so you're in engage range, like you maneuver into here, and I know you said you had your lights out, so you're going there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, here you
I'm
go.
in engage range with all these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now that we're engaged, it's time for the wedding.
Seriously.
These guys right here, especially, are kind of drawing my ire.
And why is that? Trenimer asks. Because they're breathing.
True. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh my fuck. Oh, that's funny.
They're
You
like,
are You're a madman, and never change, man.
in a way, they're like the opposite of onions because they make me cry when I'm not cutting them up. All right. What's the difficulty here?
Because it is engaged range with melee weapon, that's 2 purple.
Always 2.
Yeah, it's always 2. They do not have any defense or adversary, so it's just a flat 2 purple.
Oh, okay, no, it's fucking over for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna murderize him.
Okay, so you cannot trigger linked this time because you do not have any advantages. But that's 9 damage. Completely bypasses their soak. So 9 damage, you just, absolutely dice one of them. And very bad. Like, you're basically slashing through one and hitting the other. And the other guy is, like, very, very badly injured by that swing, so very nice. And that one threat, you are going to take a point of strain.
Okay.
Okay, that was Harvester's turn. No, it's what? Oh, that's just Emily. Okay. Which, speaking of, I need you to claim the initiative slot so we know you've gone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was Harvester. Very nice. Next is going to be either Trenimer or Mel. Who wants to go? Harvester is engaged with this group on the left, but not the one on the right.
Okay. Well, Trenema will run in and move into right next to him and.
Well, did you have your lightsaber out though? Because I recall Harvester saying he had his out, but did you have yours out before? I don't recall you saying that. Because you can take a second maneuver to pull it out, but
Hold on. No, I don't need to do that. You know what?
quick
You know
draw.
why? Yes.
Okay, then there you go.
I can use quick draw and.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, like I said, same difficulty because these guys don't have any sort of special, like modifiers or anything.
Lightsaber.
Oh man, he's French now.
I mean, he is on Ryloth. Well, you guys are on Ryloth.
Well, getting closer to the dark side, French. I
No,
mean, it's
no.
all lining up.
Let me think here. Okay, here we go. 13. And yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, they're dead.
And can I use those two to reduce my strain?
Yes, you can. So you just cut them down, and then it'll use the Kill 'em all Kenzo quote for fun. Although that really sounds more like something Harvester would say.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So,
At least we left one for Mel.
yeah. Although she would have to potentially, shoot past you and hit the last guy. So.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Trenimer. Now, Mel, it's your turn. So, do you have quick draw? Because otherwise, you have to use a maneuver to pull out your pistol.
I do not, so I have to use a maneuver to pull out a pistol.
Okay. And you have a sighting system, right?
I do indeed.
So you can aim as an incidental.
Yep.
But you are upgrading your the difficulty once because of Harvester being in range. So that is going to be basically instead of one purple, one red.
Okay. Difficulty. How many boosts is aiming? One?
Aiming is one. So.
Okay.
But don't forget your pistol should have like accurate and whatever other modifiers you got.
Yep.
Very nice. So your sound. And then let's see. You can't crit, but you do. The damage you do is more than sufficient to take this other guy out because it's 11 minus that is, I think that's, yep. So you blast the other clone and he dies. So, which by the way, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the red, like the bars beneath the tokens. Do you see the?
No, we just see two little stripes.
Yeah, those red stripes. Those are how many. Like, if they're blue, then the minion is alive, but if they're red, they're dead.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why ever since the new update I stopped marking them with like the dead icon is because those bars, like if all the bars are red, then the squad is dead. So I know that was brought up last time. That's like if all the bars are red, then a squad is dead. So I don't see the point in marking them with a skull like that. So anywho, okay, so you like so I will say this. So um on one hand you killed those guys, but the sound of like gunshots and screams and a fucking sheep spin. Oh, hold on. Remove initial slot. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Is it? How do I? Because I mean, just as a medicine, it's like more guys are gonna show up, but I'm trying to figure out how to remove the initiative slots. And what if hold on, if I delete the enemy tokens? Yeah, that'll do it. I'll keep you guys in the initiative slot, but basically, um, you basically more squads, like 2 additional squads of clones. One of 3, like one squad of 3 comes from this door to the south. One of 4 comes from the right. So I'll roll their vigilance. Where's initiative? How do I? How do I? How do I? It's not letting me roll it for some reason. I don't understand. Like I added them to the initiative tracker, but it doesn't give me the option to roll the initiative slot. Does it not let you do that if it's in the middle of combat?
I don't know.
So, well, let's see. I'm gonna hold on. If I roll NPCs, oh, interesting. Oh, like that. Oh, interesting. So I just for future reference, I noticed that there's actually kind of like with Alien, there's like the roll all and roll NPCs, and it'll actually if you hit that, it'll pull up a window like it'll let you roll the same skill for all the NPCs.
That's okay. Super handy.
Yeah. So these
Oh,
guys.
but
What?
as a side note, the guy updated FFG for version 12. I have a version 12 installed on the server, but I'm not doing anything until I'm putzing around with the data in another folder so that I don't destroy the original one. So
Okay. Yeah, let me know whenever it's a good time to
mhm.
update to version 12 and update the game system because I don't know how to like update like a full new version on this whole setup, but we'll discuss that later.
Yep.
Okay, so this squad is going to go first because we are at a new rank as all the PC vacs. So they see Harvester having just sliced up some one guy and they're going to shoot at him. You have defense, yes? How much?
Yeah, 4.
Oh God. Um, so these guys, this squad is armed like sort of like a shock like response team with light repeating blasters. So they are going to target you for defense. And short range is that, and they are going to fire at you. Okay. 12 damage, pierce 1.
Pierce 1 goes through 1 soak, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I take 8 damage then, I guess.
Your soak is 5, so yes.
Yeah.
And for the triumph, I normally would have them do auto fire, but they didn't call that in advance, so I'm going to just have them crit. So roll a crit for yourself.
Uh, where do I do that again?
So in the macros bar, like towards the bottom left, there's like the crits button, and if you click that,
Oh,
and then you hit table critical injuries, and then roll critical while you have yourself selected, that'll roll a crit for yourself.
okay.
Okay. So there's that. That would be this squad's turn. Next is a PC slot, which I need to unclaim that slot because it's a new round, but for some reason didn't go to round 2. So, who would like to go? Because I will remind you that Harvester that you can still take 2 strain to do a maneuver. It's just you don't get your free maneuver.
All right. Well, call me the strain haver because taking 3 strain and I'm going in.
As a reminder, these were the guys that shot at you. The squad of 4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but you know I'm a little bit distracted by my amount of bloodlust, so
Oh, okay.
we'll
Yeah.
say that that's what. The
Are you
crit-
doing another sheep spin? Or just sprinting towards them?
Yeah, we'll just sprint right at him.
Okay.
Don't want to overuse it, you know.
Yeah.
Then it loses its luster.
Yeah, loses its humorous back. I mean, I will never forget the first time you did that. That just destroyed me. Um, so okay, so you sprint towards them, and then oh my.
Swing wildly at them.
Okay, 12 damage with breach. You unfortunately cannot crit or trigger equality because you only got one advantage. But still, that's 12
I'm gonna pass
damage.
that one on.
Okay. Yeah, so you kill 2 of them.
Very nice.
And then the third one is very badly wounded. That was Harvester's turn. I can claim for you. Nice. Enemy slot. Yeah, these troopers are going to fucking take a step back.
You mean
And
trooper?
yeah, trooper. And he is going to um, fire at you with just a regular like DC-15A blaster rifle. I mean, just blaster rifle in this case. Okay, so he'll just be firing. And does he hit? Yeah, so
Uh, you forgot my armor.
oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. I will. Well, do you want me to re-roll that or just roll the 4 setbacks?
You can just roll it on top of that.
Okay, I'll roll the setbacks and see how that goes. So 1 success, 3 threats.
3 threats. Okay, he's fucked. He's gone. He's cooked. I got improved reflect, and he got 3. This is the first time because they never roll threats. So okay. Yep. So hold on. I
Actually,
take
that's
5
predictable.
damage from this, right?
Yeah, it would normally be 5.
Okay, and if it's on, it says it's on stun setting. So
Well,
is that
it
strain
has
or
it
just regular
has a
wounds?
stun setting. They weren't shooting
Okay.
the guy wasn't shooting at stun.
I wouldn't think so. Okay.
Like he was trying to kill you.
I would figure. Okay. So I take that damage. All right. Now, if you would be so kind as to mark him as dead,
Okay.
because he just got that reflected at him, and it does the same amount of damage to him as it did to me. So he's cooked, gone, done for.
Oh my god, yeah, he's dead. So like basically the like blaster bolt reflects off of the lightsaber, hits him in the head. He like kind of flies back, hits the wall, slumps over dead. Like kind of rolls onto his side, and yeah, he's cooked. Very nice. So claim the initiative slot.
Oh
Next.
yeah.
What's up?
I think I could already. Yeah, it doesn't affect anything, but you know because it is a reflect, it would also. Okay, yeah. So I actually wouldn't take any damage from that, but I will mark down the strain for uh, reflecting.
Right. Okay. So we have 2 PCs. So who wants to go first?
Let's see. Um, you're engaged with this one?
I was engaged with this one, but no, I didn't go after these guys.
Yeah, he
You
was going
went
after these guys, but these got like the
Okay.
squad backed off,
Okay.
so he's not engaged
In
with
that
anybody.
case, Emily, you go and fire. You go first.
Okay.
Yeah, so bear in mind though these guys are now like relative to where Mel is, where you haven't moved, they are a medium range from you.
Yep.
So the sighting system won't be of use to you unless you push forward.
Yeah. It's a maneuver, correct, to move through a doorway?
Yeah, a maneuver to move into a different range band.
Okay. I'll do that, and then I can aim as an incidental. I
Yeah,
believe,
now you
'cause
can
I
aim
still
as
have the.
incidental.
Yep. So I'll target. Actually. Yep. That's the only
And-
group left.
Yeah, the only group left, and he doesn't have any like defense. Like they don't have any defense or adversary or anything.
Yep. So I think it's just a 1 purple check
Uh,
then.
it would be 1 purple, yes.
Okay.
Wow, so many blanks. Actually, Harvester, didn't you pass a boost?
You know, come to think of it, I did.
Did you account for that, Mel, or no?
I did not. Let me roll that
Alright,
boost.
yeah, just roll 1 boost, see if it. Nope. Oh my, got 6 advantages.
Oh,
So, uh, yeah, you could, if you want, you could like just outright crit and kill 2 of them.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, and then the
Just
9
kill 2
damage
dudes.
minus soak, that's a total of that. Well, actually, hold on, I gotta mark it as this. Okay, so you kill 3 of them because the damage kills 1, and then the double crit kills 2 more. So now there's 1, the last man standing, and that brings us to Trenimer.
Okay, so there's 1 left. I take a couple of steps forward and. I'm going
we
to
should
do.
take his lunch money.
Okay, yeah, it's done.
Yeah, no
Even
shit.
if the damage doesn't even if the damage doesn't kill him, the crit
The
that I
massive
can.
crit. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. He's dead. So, you've killed all the troopers. Uh, and yeah, so far nobody else is coming at you yet. There are alarms going off, but if you want to escape, this is probably the best time to do so.
Do clones
Yep.
usually carry a space wallet?
No.
So they don't got any credits on them?
No.
Damn.
I mean, they're basically like, cared for is a kind of subjective term, but like looked after by the Empire. Like all
I'm
the
taking
like,
a helmet then.
why?
I don't know. Because it's funny and probably worth something.
You and I have a different definition of funny, man. Just saying.
Yeah, mine's better.
I'm I'm just looking at this gif here about the what the actual fuck.
I'm gonna shake it out first to make sure it's not like a Jango Fett situation where the head's still in the helmet. Yeah, just
Well, you didn't specify decapitating anybody, so no. There isn't a head in the helmet.
Mhm. I would suggest, guys, that we just start
Yeah.
That's we
leaving.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can vomit
Yep.
us without any difficulty. Um,
grab a helmet and go.
okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, you make your way out of the facility with the with the grappling stuff. You can quickly rappel down and hike back to your ship, and also you can escape without incident. Um, what I'm going to ask is based on this sort of, I guess, milestone. With only 3 players, do you want to continue playing and like, raid or like start raiding the prison camp, or do you want to save that for when more people show up?
We probably need more people for that, but what we can do is start making our way towards it, though.
Yeah, no,
Right?
you can do
Yeah.
that. I'm just asking you in terms of like the next major um location you go to if you think this is a decent place to stop or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
we can
let's hope.
pause when we arrive at the planet, but before
Okay.
we
Yeah.
step
Yeah,
onto
so
it.
yeah, I'll say that um you can start making you could basically reach Wobani, and then then we'll like stop here, and then proceed proceed later. So in this case, what I'll say, well, first I'm gonna reset the destiny pool for next time. Um, I mean, we did play kind of short, but I'll still give everybody the full 20, just for consistency's sake.
All right.
Um,
I suppose we could like rob a space 7-Eleven or something.
why?
Money.
No. I mean, if you want now, I'll say if you have money and you want to buy something between now and next session, you could always do that. As long as you just let me know between now and next time what you want to get, if anything.
See,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
See, we're flying from where we are to Wobani. It's a trek, man.
Yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
Like you could always make it
So-
like a pit stop somewhere to buy some stuff.
And
Yeah,
rob a
exactly.
space gas station.
No, you're not robbing a gas station.
What?
I need
What
money.
exactly are you looking for, Blitz? I may be able to
Money.
flip you some credits. So you're just a greedy bastard, okay.
Well, no, I need more than can be floated, and then you don't have any, so
Well-
then the problem just continues until we
Well, remember
rob
that
a space
you
what
7-Eleven.
are
nonsense are you talking about? What do you need?
money to
So,
get
in
upgrades for my
translation,
armor.
you want to buy something that you don't want to tell us. Okay.
Well, I don't have anything particular in mind because right now I don't even have the money to think about it.
Well, let me put it this way. As a reminder, if you manage to rescue Cassavir instead of just killing him, Yaas the Hutt will give you 25,000 credits as a group.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you will be paid, just not right away. And of course you will be paid depending on how the mission goes. So in terms, but yeah, so 20 XP for all, and conflict, because I remembered it this time. I need D10 rolls from uh, Harvester and Shrenimer. I know conflict wasn't really doled out, but I think do any of you have any talents or any talents that give you conflict inherently?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Let me just.
I don't.
And also I would think, I know I didn't call it, but I feel like between his greed and once again being pretty gung ho about like killing people and taking a trophy from his victim.
Well, I don't know about greed.
You kept saying I need money, I want money, let's go rob a gas station.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we need it for stuff, not just money for the sake of it.
Here's
Wow.
what I'm gonna do.
Seriously, dude, that circular reasoning in and of itself is worth the dark side point.
What I'm gonna say is, in this case, what do you guys think about the possibility? So I see Harvester already rolled his D10 for seeing the conflict goes up or down, but maybe roll
So
another
did I.
D10 to see how much conflict you accumulate total. Like how much you would have gotten from all the stuff, because I admittedly wasn't really keeping track of that, but I think that might be kind of interesting. I want to know what you think.
What? What are you
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
So
we go into the light side, baby.
yeah, he goes up 6.
Yep.
So he goes up 6,
and-
and Schroneberg goes 7.
Yeah, but I go down 7 because I didn't have any conflict at all. Right?
No,
I
you
didn't
would
have
go
any
up 7.
conflict.
You would go up 7.
Yeah, from 53 to 60. So I drift more to the light side.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is that if you had conflict, you would do like for example, like if you had 4 conflict, it'd be 7 minus 4, but you would go up 3. But so you went straight up, and Harvester, he had a little bit of conflict because of all the evil he was doing.
Yeah. He's just really desensitized at this point.
Oh.
Were we paid recently with something? I know we were paid by Yaas when we did that job for him.
Well, Sims and Hammond were paid because they had
Okay.
the job. Like before they met you, they were hired to rescue the Twi'lek woman. Like they were because that was their mission, and you guys had no involvement in that. You weren't paid, but they were. Like both of them were paid.
Okay. Then somewhere along the way, I forgot to update my Foundry sheet. So I'm like,
Oh well.
why do I have all this money? I don't think I should have all this money. I think I spent
Well,
something.
let me check my notes because I have been writing down
Oh,
like
how terrible.
how much you guys have been getting paid. So, you were paid. So let's see, 500 credits each after your very first mission. You were given 1,000 credits on your second mission, for the whole thing to go to Nar Shaddaa. You were paid. Let's see. You got paid by the guy on Wraith Cyanar. I think he paid you all 12,000 credits.
Like the entire group or each?
The entire group.
Each?
No, the entire
Oh.
group. And let's see. And then the clones were paid. Sims and Hammond were paid 5,000 each. Oh, and then the corgi paid you 24,000 as a group.
Was that pre or post tractor?
That was pre-tractor, because basically,
Okay.
so you went to deal with the corgi before you went to Zygeria, and you built the tractor between Ord Mantell and Zygeria. So you built the tractor very recently.
Okay.
So
Okay. I must have saved up some money that I forgot to update the Og dudes thing with. I should probably be more careful because
yeah,
I could probably cause some major problems
yeah,
if I forget to update
fair
something.
enough. So, okay. Well, is there any other questions, comments, feedback, whatever?
Nope.
Okay. So, well, I think we got everything addressed, and that was. I mean, again, I apologize for it being kind of a shorter session, but I'm just glad we at least got to play.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, cool. Well,
Absolutely.
glad you guys had fun. Our next session will be, or at least of this game, will be on June 9th if we have enough people for it. And we do have Steel
Okay.
Talons next weekend. Again, assuming enough people can attend. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Oh, minor question. Um, I don't suppose that there's it seems like it's a thing that happens every now and again, not having enough people to really want to progress the plot. You don't suppose you'd be willing to like set something up as a like a rainy day thing, like, oh, I don't know, maybe intelligence person, if not enough people show up for a session, she just happens to give us a lead on something to
Get
do
some
off
money.
on the side. Yeah, yeah, get a little bit of funding maybe.
That actually is not a half bad idea. That you could, contact Miss July. I mean Cavanaugh, and she could give you a lead on like, an Imperial treasury somewhere that you could hit for cash, that kind of thing. So I will actually take that into account. Um, and like I can't guarantee that that would be like a full session's worth of content, but I mean it'll get. I mean we at least give you something to do. So I will keep that in mind.
So,
So thank you for that
Excellent.
feedback.